Hello Nox, hello Silence, hello XV. Should I go for E2 Evernight or Hyacine Lycone for Cyrene? Does Hyacine Lycone... Oh! I think I know what you're talking about. I saw a video where someone switched Cyrene's Lycone to RMC and Hyacine's Lycone to Cyrene because it's easier for Cyrene to activate Hyacine's Lycone. Is that what you're talking about? For Evernight specifically, I'd still prefer probably E2. No, I don't know that channel. At least I think I don't know it. I don't know. I don't really watch gotcha CCs or anything that much anymore. Cyrene will be mine. Good luck. I'm planning to possibly get or like try for Cyrene on my Anoxa account because Anoxa seems to get the biggest buff currently. Give me the Eidolon one, please. I want to play with E2 Evernight. Come on. Fuck. Wouldn't Hyacine's Lycone only proc on Cyrene when she ults or RMC follow up? Well, yeah. I mean, that's fine though. Like that's the thing. I mean, let me remember. Let me see. Oh wait, I can't check right now. I think. Yeah, I'll check later. It shouldn't matter though. Like RMC follow ups enough, and Cyrene gets ult quick enough to where you can just take full advantage of it. Really. Is HSR brick to get back into? I got back into Genshin and it's pretty fun debating doing this as well. Um, I don't know, Rin. Here's the thing. I really think that enjoyment differs from like open world games with like live combat as compared to turn based. Content wise, like events, this game ain't doing too hot. You know what I'm saying? But I think characters, animations, current endgame content is very challenging though. Like if you want to take anomaly arbitration, I don't know if you'll be able to do that at all, Rin. I don't know if you'll be able to do that, so that's kind of iffy. I think the game's in a pretty good state though. I think it's in a good state. It can be fun, but like I think it really just depends on what you're looking for. There are 4 events in this patch though. Are there? 4? You sure? I swear I remember seeing like two or three. I don't need another game that takes 80 years to play. I have too many games at the moment. Part of the reason I was debating it. Yeah, then I'm gonna be honest, Rin, I probably wouldn't recommend it then. I think. Unless you're talking about story, you can full skip story. Like now, you can literally skip everything. I did the Rappa quest a little bit like yesterday on my Anoxa account. That shit usually took like half a day, but it only took like an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe less. So if you're talking about story and like catching up, you can get by quickly. But if you actually listen to the story and shit, bro, you're gonna be doing that for days. I think Amphorius at this point is at like fucking 40 hours of like dialogue and shit. So yeah, I don't know. Depends. Yeah, you also have simulated universe. Well, I don't think Rin is gonna make a new account. I think he's using his older account. If he is making a new account, though, yeah, it's even worse. Like, there's a lot to catch up on. In my opinion, the power creep and HP inflation in this game kind of makes it so that it really sucks not having like premium teams or like the newest characters. So that's also another issue. Genshin is kind of similar with the way they like shill characters and like certain reactions and shit, but Genshin doesn't have anywhere near as much power creep as HSR. So like it's still kind of doable over there, you know what I'm saying? Returning to HSR sucks. Yeah, I've made videos about this before where I was like, if you're a returnee and you haven't played this game in a fucking long ass time, like just quit. Like I'm not even trolling. Quit and make a new account because you can get like 400 plus pulls worth if you just breeze through the content, and that's instantly enough for like one of the newest premium teams. I wasn't even joking when I said that shit. Like, just quit, man. Hello, Ahmed. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Spread the Evernight agenda. It's not even an agenda though. Like it's just factual, and people refuse to see the light. Like Cassie had a good run, man. She had a good run. She's still having a good run. Hell, like she's still doing really good. I think people just can't accept she isn't the strongest anymore, though. At least not voice crack. Not until you get into whale investment. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it. Oh, that's fine, Ahmed. Take your time. I don't expect everyone to always come to my streams every single time. People got busy lives, you know what I'm saying? People expect anniversary characters to last longer. I mean, if you think about it, Acheron is literally the same way, right? Like this isn't something Cassie specific. Fei Xiao, as of current, clears better than Acheron, and basically everything that isn't pure fiction. So the exact same thing applies to Acheron. And Acheron was like the worst case of power creep we've ever had. At least from like a Soul unit just being so fucking busted. Ugh. Ruri Goko posted a 2 to 3 cost Hyacine main DPS clear in Anomaly Arbitration. She's the real winner all along. Well, yeah, Hyacine is like pretty strong as a main DPS. Like, that's kind of always been a thing, to be honest. Even Tribby main DPS. Like, I was checking the Japard zero cycles, and one of the lowest cost zero cycles for Japard is main DPS Tribby. Like, a lot of the sub DPSs are pretty busted, I'm gonna be honest. Ruri Goko. Oh, wait, I already read that. Does that mean any characters are bait? Well, not really, right? Not really. Because here's the thing, you can always use the same argument for like, 3 to 4 patch differences, right? By this I mean Cassie, for her being 4 patches ago and still being as strong and viable as she is something no one else in this entire version has been able to experience. Unless they keep Anoxa, okay? Anoxa's buff that he gets from Cyrene currently is fucking game changing. Like, it is disgusting. But outside of Anoxa, Cassie has aged incredibly well. If you were to use this, like, oh, Cassie is bait because Evernight is better, when Evernight is like 4 patches later, well, you could say the same thing for version 4 in Evernight, right? We're almost guaranteed gonna get power creep in version 4. We get a new main DPS. They shit on Evernight, and it's like, oh fuck, man. Like, Evernight's bait. She's the last main DPS of this version. She's bait. Wait, did I get the Eidolon thing? I feel like I'm gaining Memoria like way quicker than usual. Did he know you're known as the HSR player that plays Fortnite? I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm probably the only one that like actually streams it and shit. Police or ambulance. I don't remember which one it is. Save for SP Castris in 5.7. True. Dang, right there. They found the sparkle stash? Oh no. Alright, I'm tired of this shit. I'm closing my window. Two pulls and a dream. One pull and a dream. Fuck. Oh. Oh. Leaks are piercing through the casual player base now. Everyone's just talking about it. I mean, yeah, there's kind of like nothing else to talk about. Okay, so we have 2 events. And then we get one. Yeah, it's 3 events. It's not 4. Okay. Actually, when is Cyrene V3? Let me check.
Listen,
2 days. That's decently close. Nice, rookie. I want to pull for Phaedon, but don't want to back pull for Bro's team when 4.0 is so close. Yeah, that's kind of the annoying thing when it comes to like this stuff. Like if you don't instantly get the teammates and shit, it's like you're gonna be in version 4, still thinking about picking up best in slot teammates for version 3 DPS, and it just feels like kind of sucky, right? Like this was my reasoning for spending money so I could get like Eidolons on Evernight and shit. I said it in my video. I fucking hate thinking about like pulling on older characters when I'm in a new version. Cause you just know there's gonna be like a new leak, a new power creep. You're instantly gonna have your eyes averted to the newest FOMO, and thinking about that old shit is like, ugh, right? Like I kind of want to move on. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 more betas, Blad, before Cyrene goes live, and V3 is probably gonna have big changes since V2 had nothing. So you should expect that that probably won't stay the case. Pretty good chance they buff Cyrene for Phanon. Only hope I have for Cyrene is her E2 becoming E1. That would be cool, but at the same time, it just doesn't fix how kind of trash she is at base. And then even then, like her E2 as well has issues. There are some teams where you don't actually select every single teammate to be buffed, and so you don't take full advantage of the extra true damage buff it gives, like Kafka Phaedon. Like, it's really dumb, man. It's so fucking dumb. Shit pisses me off. She has specific requirements to unlock basically everything in her kit. Like, there isn't a single thing other than just the damage boost that isn't just locked behind some bullshit. Are you planning to build the Elation team? Yeah, 100%. I don't even need to worry about clearing endgame content anymore. Well, anomaly arbitration sure can be a bit annoying, but like I've already made a video on this. I don't give a shit about AA. It's pretty useless to me. I only care about the normal endgame modes, and I'm just gonna be good for that for quite a long time. I literally, now that I have this full like Cassie team, I don't need to sweat at all about thinking pulling another new team. I can spend the entire version 4 just going all in on Yai Sakura. And I don't need to be distracted at all. I think doing the knights is useful due to the self-modeling resin. Yeah, I don't disagree. The knights can also be cool. But my problem is the opposite, right? Like, I could probably zero cycle Lygus, but the knights are the problem for me because all my accounts are pure vertical investment into like one specific team. Like my main account, it's Phenon. This one, it's Cassie. The other one, it's Anoxa. And I don't even think about leveling up or building my other characters. So anomaly arbitration is like a hard counter to the way I play the game. Like I've gotten so desperate to the point where I've genuinely started like slowly building up E1 Blade. The problem is I just don't have enough like AoE buffers. I think I could run Evernight. So the plan was, if I got lucky enough so that I wouldn't have to think about it, I get E2 Evernight early somehow before her banner goes. I run her with Gallagher, Pela, and like whoever the fuck. That's probably a 0 cycle anyways because it's E2 Evernight. Then I do my E2 Cassie team. That one would probably also get like a 0 cycle or like 2 cycle whatever against the Knights. And then I just put Blade with Hyacine in my Sunday. That was kind of the plan. Buy My Day's Lycone for Blade. I don't think My Day's Lycone is best in slot for Blade though. I looked up some like info on it, and apparently Blade's own Lycone is still better than My Day's Lycone. I could be wrong though. Yun Li Lycone is better for Blade? I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure Blade got like in his buffs, he got his aggro increased by a lot, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think Yun Li Lycone matters that much. My Days is slightly better? Oh. Oh, is it? Oh, is it because it burns HP? Is that why? Yeah. I'm assuming Blades doesn't do that. Where is it? Wait, no, it does. I wonder. E00 Evernight is still good if you play her well enough. Yeah. You're wrong about Evernight at E0? What am I wrong about? Like what? At E0 S1 Castris over Evernight? No. It's not at E0. It is at E0. It is. Yelov already did the calcs. A 6 limited Evernight team with RMC against neutral 3 target scenario in a 0 cycle is only 10% weaker than Cassie with Evernight E0 S1 and Tribby and Hyacine. It's only 10% weaker. That's with 2 less cost. If you replace Evernight with RMC, which you can do, Cassie becomes weaker than Evernight. It's like, pick and choose your poison. No, I'm not. Oh my god. I'm not talking about pull value. She is straight up just stronger. Let me see. neutral 3 target scenarios, 300 AV for a 0 cycle. Evernight E0S1, Tribby E0S1, RMC E6S1, Hycene E0S1, 17 million. Cassie, Tribby, Evernight, and Hycene E0S1 is 10% stronger than Evernight. Like 10 to 15%. If you put one Eidolon into Evernight, if you put one Eidolon into Tribby, and make the cost equal or even still less, Evernight goes above Cassie. This is why I said in my video, until you get into whale levels, like whale territory of cost investment, it's not better to pull Cassie. It's just better to invest into Evernight. You need whale territory, which arguably my account is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, yeah, once you enter like the 10 plus cost range, yeah, Cassie's better, right? Like, there aren't many other sub DPSs that can dish out fucking millions of damage and spam that like 6 times, 7 times in a 0 cycle. that shit is like very hard to find. But I do think for like 99% of the player base that isn't going like full vertical with like Eidolon investment and shit, Cassie just really isn't worth it. I just keep investing into Evernight instead. Personally. At the end of the day, Cassie is still good though. You know what I'm saying? Like, people keep saying, oh, the agenda switch up. And it's like, nah, Cassie is still like second strongest at like average cost. She's still very, very fucking powerful. It's just that Evernight is stronger than people realize. I never said I wouldn't pull Cyrene. What the fuck? Where'd this come from? I never said I wouldn't pull her. What are we talking about? Why are we making up a fucking history? I never said I wouldn't pull Cyrene. Are you skipping Cyrene on your Cassie account? It depends on whether or not she gets buffed. If she doesn't get buffed, I'd rather just get E1 Tribby. Like that's kind of the consensus I have right now. If she doesn't get buffed at all for that mono remembrance team, I'd rather get E1 Tribby because I can still use Tribby going into the future. While Cyrene is like kind of locked to Chrysos Airs. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. But if she gets even further buffed, sure. Fucking go ahead. For your team 2 on the Cassie account, what's the plan? Yai Sakura. People were calling you Foldy Maru on a post. Oh no, that was a video where I was giving people like poll advice because I made a video talking about like the average limited you can get and like 5 limited teams for every single Amphorius DPS. And people were saying like, oh, like, but I have to save 4 patches for this and that. And I'm like, this is literally the best time to save. So you should try to take advantage of it if you can, right? Like, I'm not saying you have to skip these characters, but 2 patches in a row with only 1 new limited is something that this game has never done. And it's right before a new version. So it's just the best time possible to save your pulls. And then people in the comments were like, full D Maru giving advice. But I never said I wouldn't pull Cyrene. No problem, Ahmed. No problem. Yeah, E1 Tribby ended up being a godsend. She's still in like some of the lowest cost clears for a lot of these characters. I will be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes. I gotta check on my dog. No mic off. Sad. That's because I had to get rid of the software. Cause like, okay, the Corsair software for the headset is so weird, and whenever it's active, it makes like everything sound muffled, like underwater or some shit. And the only way I can fix it is by turning it off. So nothing I can do about it. What do you think will be Yai's global passive? Um, no clue. I genuinely don't know. The annoying thing with like elation is like, bro, anything, man, and they can literally just make it anything. Should I get my Herda E1 or go for Evernight E00? Uh, I'd rather just save. I think E1 Herda without getting to E2 is like not a great jump in her performance at all. In fact, if you don't have him, pulling a Noxa probably matters more. And then for Evernight, without Light Cone, she has energy issues. Like she could deal with it against weaker MOCs and like Lygus because she's the best DPS to deal with Lygus in the game. But you're gonna feel the energy issues 100% without her Light Cone, in my opinion. Are you pulling Sparkle? She's best in slot with Hanabi. Maybe. I originally planned to pull for Hanabi on my Anoxa account, but now that Cyrene is as broken as she is for Anoxa, I wouldn't really have time to save at all. And Anoxa is my only free to play account I haven't spent any money on. So, kind of depends on where my luck goes and shit. I want to pull Cypher and Hyacine. Do you think it's still worth? I think Hyacine is always going to be worth. Like every single HP scaler currently has her as a best in slot, and her light count is just valuable in general because it puts 18% vulnerability on enemies. Even outside of the HP drain that like a lot of these HP scalers abuse, there's also that. Cypher though, I don't think she's really someone you should be specifically looking out for, in my opinion. I think she's good, but she isn't great, if you kind of catch my drift. I'd rather use the pulls on like a Harmony that works well everywhere or something like that, like Tribby, or just wait till version 4. They're still good pulls though, if that's what you're asking. Like you can still get good value out of them. Cypher is good but skippable? Yeah, exactly, exactly. She's not someone whose presence I feel that much in the meta outside of Acheron teams. Like in Acheron team, she's an absolutely disgusting upgrade. She's way better than Jiaoqiu. Like I've seen so many Acheron Jiaoqiu teams need like damn near double the amount of cost to keep up with Cypher and Acheron. But outside of that, eh. Evernight wants Lycone in E1. I don't think she needs it though. Like, if you think about it, every single character wants Lycone and Eidolons. Like, my day with his E1 gets a very, very big performance increase, especially in something like Pure Fiction. Herda, her E1 massively helps her stack gen, so you can use the enhanced skill earlier with less stacks without having to worry about it as much. Like, there's a lot you can work with, but there is always just going to be that FOMO, you know what I'm saying? I still think E0 Evernight is busted, though. Is Anoxa E2 worth it? In my opinion, no. It's, I mean, Res Pen is good. It's always going to be good. But the thing with Anoxa specifically is unless you plan to go all the way to E6, I'd rather just invest into supports for him, or just supports in general. Because support vertical investment can at times just outpace Anoxa's own vertical investment. Oh, thank you for the 2, Irogumata. I don't remember the difference between like pounds and sterling and stuff, so I don't know the difference in currency, but thank you for the 2, whatever it is. Hell's Paradise, do you know Gabby from Gabby Maru? Yes. That's why I made my channel name like that. It came from Gabi Maru from Hell's Paradise. Oh wait, you're trolling and oh, okay. You're saying I'm Hell's Paradise and do I know Gabby? I only know a capybara. Why the capybara though? To be honest, there's absolutely no symbolism behind the capybara profile picture. I literally just searched up capybara. It was like the first picture that showed up, downloaded it, put it as my profile picture, and bam, history was made. You know what I'm saying? History was made since that day. But capybaras are kind of like my spirit animal. You know what I'm saying? Like they just do whatever. They don't really care for anything. They just chill. And so like I kind of resonate with that. It's kind of inspirational. Yeah, that's understandable, 10 start. Oh, really, Roro? Have you played the hit series Persona? No. To be honest, I'd say for probably the last few months, I have been like overloading in terms of just work and shit. So I haven't been able to take a break to like watch anime or really like play games with the boys as often as I used to in quite a long time. But I'm forcing myself to kind of take it slower these last few days. And so that's why I was getting back into anime again, just to watch a little bit. You aren't a real life talking capybara? No, I am. I'm just both a capybara in spirit and as well in the flesh. I folded and bought Anima Engine for the Evernight GIF. The dancing one. Bro, that shit's everywhere, man. Everywhere I go, on TikTok, on Twitter, on YouTube, I get recommended the dancing Evernight. Have you seen Lyrene? Yeah, I saw that too. They made Cyrene Lygus and the voice actor even played along. Man, there's some crazy shit going on in HSR. I think HSR has like some of the most entertaining communities when it comes to just like memes and shit. Like usually I don't care for the gotcha memes. Like I feel like the Camellia shit was really overplayed, although it was cute. But HSR's got a new meme like every fucking patch. Irene took over the sub? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, to be fair, I can. Okay. If you are struggling clearing endgame content right now, you are fucked when we get the HP inflation jump. I've already talked about it before. I don't think throughout this entire version the HP inflation has at all matched the strength of the characters we're getting. But like to the people who are struggling right now, you are gonna struggle twice as much when we get Cyrene patch. This is why ZZZ is the best. Yeah, I like ZZZ's way of doing it. I got a lot of flack in my comments for that video saying, oh my god, saying the best power creep is from the person who did the most power creep ever. But it's like, I understand that, but it doesn't feel like the content is being revolved around Miyabi's power level. Because if it was, everybody else would just not be able to clear well in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe DA. I haven't played DA yet because I'm just too fucking lazy. But Shiyu just felt like a complete breeze still. And I have, keep in mind, I am someone who has zero clue what they're doing. At all. Zero fucking clue. And Miyabi still clears like that fast for me. It's like, oh damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, understandable, Tense. My Anoxa account is going through the same bullshit right now. Should I get Hyacine and her S1 next patch over Cyrene, or would that break my account? No. Hyacine is 100%. Okay. Current Cyrene. People need to understand this, right? And I need to get this out of the way. Current Cyrene is basically a Tribby side grade if not a downgrade in a lot of scenarios, right? So, Hyacine has no side grade to her for HP scalers. It just doesn't exist. She is way better than any other sustains. So Hyacine is 100% higher priority for legit any HP scaler as compared to Cyrene. Because you can still just use Tribby incredibly well. I see, yeah. Current Cyrene just isn't, in my opinion, current Cyrene isn't really worth pulling on unless your name is Anoxa. If you don't own an Anoxa, or if you don't own Saridra as well, I'd also say like maybe Cyrene isn't too worth it for Anoxa. But for those who pull Saridra with Anoxa, I'd say Cyrene is on like the level of almost must pull. Like the shit I've seen with Saridra and Noxa at low cost with Cyrene, like it's just, man, he gets so much fucking stronger. $36 million damage zero cycle, yeah. That one is with like unrelatable relics though, I will say that. But even then, like if you used more relatable relics that people can actually achieve within a decent amount of time, he's still probably doing like 30. And that, I'm pretty sure that is just the highest in the entirety of the game. It's not even close. Like even if you use the full premium E0 S1 Cassie team, it's at like 20 milli or like max 25 milli apparently. It just doesn't touch 30. No, I don't. I only have Gallagher, Fushuan, Ho-Ho for my Herda. Should I pull for Hyacine or Ling Sha? Saber probably going to steal my Don. You can. You 100% can. But I would say if you think you can tough it out without getting Hyacine for your Herda, then tough it out. But if you don't think you can do it, then pull. The reason I say this is sustained power creep is like the easiest there is. Like, it's the fucking easiest. So if you're not using Hyacine in a max HP team where she's in like her own niche, it is highly likely that the version 4 sustains will just shit on her. And there's a possibility we could get one early. Like, for example, the lore path of Pearl is preservation, and she's supposedly in 4.1. So if they follow the lore path, she could be another preservation we get early in version 4. Oh, thanks, Maple. I didn't even realize. Or Mailby. Pearl, yeah. One of the stone hearts. Remember when you said Ling Sha will be best in slot for Cassie? She was, though. And then it got nerfed. Like, I hate it when people bring this shit up, right? Because it's like, I was right. If you were there in V1 beta, Ling Sha was the best in slot sustain, and it was like incredibly fucking strong, and then they nerfed it. I don't even remember what they did anymore, but they nerfed Cassie's V1 so that you couldn't abuse Ling Sha as much for dragon spam, and then it just went to shit. Like, what do you want me to do? Huh? What do you want me to... They went out of their way. By the way, I don't know if this like helps anyone with their decisions of like vertical investment into Evernight, but if you don't have Hyacine, Evernight is completely fine. Like one of the comments I got in my video was remove Hyacine and remove Tribby, and then how bad does Evernight do? I got a 3 cycle against Japard, and that's non-ice week. I used a RMC E00 Ruan May with S2 DDD and Gallagher. So yeah, like this woman works fine. Just go for her vertical investment. S2 DDD in 2025. Well, what do you want me to do about it, man? I'm not lucky enough. You want to know something crazy? My Anoxa account has insane DDD luck. Or wait, was it my main account? I don't remember which one, but my Anoxa account gets like DDDs off of the standard banner, I think 3 times now. No troll. He's gotten 3 DDDs from the standard banner. DDD's on banner right now? Yeah, but I don't want to waste my pulls on the Lycone banner. I got Everknight's Lycone like incredibly early, so couldn't really take advantage of that. I'd rather just keep putting pulls into the character banner to try and get her E2. Because if I get E2 Evernight, then I can just split these two up, run them as main DPSs, and it'll fucking just slam all content. I mean, even currently it clears, even with E1 Evernight. But with like E2, it's even more egregious. Throw in 30 pulls? Yeah, bro. I totally have 30 pulls when I'm constantly trying to get E2 Evernight. Woo! I'm fucking broke, man. What is your pity? I think like 20 something. Yeah, literally 20. No 50-50? No, it's a 50-50. I lost every single 50-50 on Evernight, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I lost every 50-50. I got earlies to make up for it, but yeah, the 50-50 luck's kind of cooked. I had to go guarantee for both copies for E1, and I already had a guarantee on the Lycone banner, so I couldn't even lose. This is my most unlucky account, just in general. Like, my Anoxa account is my most lucky. My Phanon account is, like, kind of in the middle. And then this one is just the shittiest with its luck. Like, quite easily. If you get E2, you might lose Cyrene. I don't give a shit. E2 Evernight is a bigger jump than Cyrene anyway. Cyrene isn't even better than Tribby. Who gives a shit? If she gets buffed, maybe, but like for now, hell no. I'd much rather get E2 Evernight. She'll be broken by V4. Yeah, for 2 patches. Then we go into version 4. We get Hanabi. Oh my god, guys. The new strongest DPS. Can you believe that? Oh my god, she doesn't want Cyrene? Oh shit. Oh my fucking god. I'm thinking of getting E2 Cyrene. Is that a good idea? In my opinion, no. Just no. I don't like how conditional her shit is. Like, I was talking about this earlier in the stream. Her true damage buff behind her E2 has a fucking requirement of buffing all of your teammates with Cyrene ult. And if you don't do that, you don't maximize the true damage given by it. That's already annoying enough. But also, like, going E2 to fix her stack issues is like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just rather keep her E0 and save all the pulls for version 4. I think if anyone has to consider going all the way to E2S1 Cyrene to really make her, like, good, just don't do it, man. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it, personally. If I give you $4,000, would you get E6S5 Cyrene? Obviously, the fuck? 4,000? Isn't E6S5 like usually $1,000 or something? Oh yeah. Oh no. Hell yeah. uh, I want Jade in the shop. What, the one with the anniversary token? Jade. I mean, Jade's pretty solid for pure fiction still now. Hello, Matt. Nice to see you. That's 100% guaranteed? Yeah. If I give you $10 billion, can you pull one DDD from the standard banner? I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. Uh, Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Fuck Hanabi, I ain't pulling a point 0 DPS. I mean, I don't disagree, and that's why my Cassie account is like going for Yai Sakura instead of going straight into Hanabi. But at the end of the day, it's about having fun, right? And let's be honest, if they give Hanabi the Herda shilling, you're not even gonna fucking feel it for a long time. What I hope they do with Hanabi is they give her an E1 like Aggies. Like, that's what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people hate Eidolons, right? But, like, even though Aggie is a lot weaker than, like, some of the teams we have these days, you pull her E1 and your team DPS instantly rises by 70%. Give me that shit for Hanabi. I won't complain about the upcoming power creep of, like, what Yai Sakura does to Hanabi. Oh, Yai Sakura is 40% stronger than Hanabi. Who gives a shit? E1, fuck you. I'm stronger now, right? Like, that's what I like to see. They'll give Hanabi a sub DPS who will be a better main DPS than her. You guys think they're gonna carry on this trend? Like, unironically? Like, Anaxa better than Herda? Evernight better than Cassie? You think they'll just keep doing it? Because if so, it's like, man, these main DPSs are beta shit. Like, holy fuck. Fully Maru gonna fold day 3 for Hanabi? Well, yeah, I'm pulling Hanabi no matter what. I just don't know which account I'm gonna do it on still. Like, that's kind of the thing I've been saying. I've always been saying I'm gonna get Hanabi. I just don't know which account. I don't know if it's gonna be the Phanon one, the Yanoxa one, the Cassie one. I mean, the Cassie one's actually probably anniversary no matter what, so not Cassie, but Anoxa or a Phanon. What's up, Kumar? I'm saving for Himiko SP. Yeah, that's understandable. I think getting a Himiko SP is really fucking cool. However, because of my own bias, I'm still mad we don't have a Welt SP. Like, it's actually starting to slowly tick me off. I've been waiting the entire fucking time. You know, yay! You know, Himiko SP. But give me a fucking Welt one. Oh yeah, Silver Wolf was like a crazy surprise. Like, Silver Wolf came all the way from fucking left lane, RKOing my ass. I did not expect to see her at all on the anniversary lineup with Yai Sakura. And apparently she's erudition, so you know what that means. Anoxa star. Okay, no, probably not. Probably for Herta. Actually, no. Am I stupid? Why would they make a new character for an older one? No. Oh, this is Hoyo we're talking about. She's for Blade? True. That's what we love to see. An upgrade to my E1 Blade. Let's go. Why do I have a feeling that V3 Cyrene Beta will buff Cass and nerf Anox's buff? I don't think they'll buff Cass. I think the easiest way you buff Cassie is by moving Cyrene's E2 into E1, and then you can no longer use the argument that E1 Tribi is better than, you know, Cyrene, like cost versus cost. Because on Cassie's team, you actually can just buff everyone pretty quickly, so you get the full true damage buff. Cyrene does like way more fucking damage because of Evernight, and then Cassie does way more fucking damage and lower targets, right? Like, here's the thing, even though Tribi is better for like AoE scenarios and multiple mob scenarios, the second you're in a pure single target situation, it completely changes. And this is when the team is at its weakest. So, you know, depending on how you see it, Cyrene and Tribi can be equal in most scenarios, but then Cyrene can have the advantage in their weakest scenario, which makes them a bit more future proof. Like, you guys need to understand, getting the 200% new bud with Cassie makes her dragon bounce do 280% more damage. Like, or sorry, 180% more damage. Or is it 280? I don't fucking remember, right? It's way fucking stronger. It's way stronger. Well, yeah, I don't disagree. I still think E1 Tribi is better. But, like, the vertical investors are just going to prefer Cyrene, right? Because Cyrene not only is just better for, like, the Cassie team and, like, their weaker scenarios and shit, but Cyrene actually has, like, insane main DPS capability. Cyrene has a 10 cost 0 cycle as main DPS against Lygus. Pretty disgusting, to be honest. I think that does better than a lot of characters currently, like main DPSs. Actually, let me check. Okay, so Lig is 0 cycles. So main DPS Cyrene is better than My Day, is better than Heislands, is better than Herda, is better than Archer, Acheron, Anoxa, Fei Xiao, Aggie. Yeah. What's the team? If I remember correctly, I think it's E2 S1 Cyrene, E1 S1 Evernight, E1 Tribs, and then Hyacine probably. I think that's what it was. Optimal 10 cost. E1 Evernight is a fucking game changer. And this is why I say, like, Evernight just has way more value. Like, this shit is, like, busted. It's completely fucking busted. Evernight is hot, so I folded. Understandable. The best DPS is always the next one. Um, this doesn't really apply to Phanon though. I mean, Phanon's better in sustainless, but like consider sustain, then probably not. And then Caster's got shit. It's like yeah. Yeah, it's a big jump. Oh, nice, Abdul. She also has the way better E2 jump. I actually forgot to mention this in my video. Uh, like she gets double the amount of stacks for her darkest riddle state. I completely forgot about that. It's a big part. We should get ready for Sparkle to beat Exodia with a 3-cost team. Well, that's kind of what Anoxa does right now with Cyrene. Like, I don't even want to be that way, but like, Anoxa with current Cyrene is probably the strongest and sustainless in the game. Anoxa Glaze has been insane, right? Like, I don't know if they're doing this shit on purpose, but the guy just receives indirect buffs every 2 fucking seconds. It's insane to me. Like, I had zero confidence that they would actually give him like any type of teammates, but holy shit, he just keeps eating every time a new support comes out. She has no free to play Lycone, so I had to get S1. Yeah. On purpose, Cyrene buff is so busted it's not even funny. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm still not confident that they meant for Cyrene's like buff and action advance to work the way it does with Anoxa. And that's what I'm afraid of with this upcoming V3. The V3 will put it to rest for me whether or not they like change shit or not. Because if you wait until Anoxa's turn and then use Cyrene buff, not only is the action advance saved for right after he uses that turn, he gets the buff for both turns. So it's like, I don't know, right? Like, did they really mean for this to go through? Like, I'm not trolling. Anoxa, in the 36 million like zero cycle sustainless showcase I saw, he goes from doing like 3 to 400k damage per skill hit to doing 1 milli the second he gets buffed by Cyrene. Can I play Saridra Cyrene with Anoxa together? That's the best in slot team, actually, yeah. That's the best in slot team. Sustainless with RMC, that is. In sustain, you're probably going to have to remove someone. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Do you think the future two main pushes for 40.x will be equal in power? No. Okay, here's my hot take. I think HSR does this on purpose. Anniversary character at base will be stronger than the upcoming character in terms of like whole team investment, but the second main push character will be able to compete if not surpass because of their own better vertical investment. Firefly E2 is way stronger than Acheron E2. Phanon E2 is way stronger than Cassie E2. So I think they might do the same thing with Yai versus Himiko, where like Yai gets all the teammates chilling, full elation team, super strong, and then Himiko has like the most busted fucking Eidolons you've ever seen. What about Cyrene, Robin, RMC? No. It'll work like half as well. You'll lose out on 3 stacks for Cyrene's ultimate, so you can't even get the ult in the first cycle. And also, the buff that Cyrene gives is specifically for only a few turns. So Saridra giving the quad skill sometimes up to twice in a row matters a lot since the buff has a limited turn count, like that turn. Robin can't really help with that at all. Also, SP positivity will probably be an issue for sure. To be honest, I think something I personally find more annoying in this game than like the power creep and shit. Well, it is power creep, but specifically for sustains. I find that a lot more annoying because it's like you pull a sustain so that they can sustain. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the entire point. You're not even supposed to do damage. I don't give a shit about what else you do. Just fucking keep my team alive. And 1 year later, a new sustain sustains twice as good, and the older one feels like shit, right? I'm not saying you can't clear with older sustains, because I myself have cleared like current MOC with Gala and shit, but holy fuck, man. Like, what is this shit? You pull a DPS so you can clear? No, it's not the same. Because in this game, I can run sustainless. Like, that's the thing. You can just vertically invest so hard and infinitely run sustainless with a bunch of your characters if you're good enough. And you never need sustain. So it's like, if I do pull a sustain, I'm literally going out of my way to get something I don't really need if I'm semi good at the game. And then it's just fucking garbage after a little bit. Like, what the fuck? Is Don Hung better for Fei Xiao and Acheron than Avin? No. Unless you get him E2. Actually, I think at E1 he might be best in slot for Fei Xiao. If you run Hyper Carry Fei Xiao. And then at E2, he's definitive best in slot. Have fun running sustainless and resetting 300 times? Brother, you don't know me like that. You don't know my E2S1 Phanon like that. You don't know him, alright? Watch your tone around him. He don't play games. Unk thinks that's tough. uh, 33 million attempts. I mean, unironically, actually no, I pulled Cerebra. Never mind, I'm fine. But like the HP inflation and against that new Hule is fucking egregious. I'm probably gonna need 2 ults even with E2 Phanon, unless I pull Cyrene. I just hope they buff Cyrene a little bit. Like, she doesn't even need to necessarily be an upgrade for the first 2 ults. Just make her on the same level as another support, but with the added benefit of the infinite ult, and I will pull. It's as simple as that. Oh yeah, my day is really good in sustainless. Like my day is really fucking good. If you're not going against a boss that has like a bajillion bounce and AoE attacks, my day is like ungodly in sustainless. His aggro is so fucking high, like no one else almost ever gets hit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys all chilling with me here. Short stream, but I do need to catch up on the anime I'm watching of the Seventh Prince. I love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night.